Oh, hi, podcast listeners. There's many ways you can listen to the Real Nerds podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can also subscribe on Stitcher Radio. You want to send us a Twitter message? You can do that. It's so easy, at Real Nerds. Like us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com, where there'll be a lot of articles for you to not only read, but to listen to our previous shows. Do you like your stories told through pictures? Then you can also follow us at Real Nerds on Instagram. You can also call us, 720-6nerds5. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. This is Real Nerds Podcast, and for 10 years, the Real Nerds have seen a movie and podcasted our experience to the world. I am Ryan, and this is going way back to the beginning when it's just one other person. Hey, Brad.
Haven't done that in a while.
I know. I was thinking that as I was setting up this podcast. You know, I don't know the last time it was just you and I.
I could find out.
Yeah, so you know you have the spreadsheet.
Let's see here.
Hey, Brad, I don't know if you know this about us, but we're coming up on our 500th episode.
Oh, really? I haven't heard.
Yeah. Did you not know that?
No.
Wow. Well,
not a lot of fanfare.
For you and all our listeners, coming up, what episode number are we on right now? I forget.
We just posted 491 on Friday, I think.
So exactly 2 months away from our 500th episode. And I just have a quick question. When is our actual 10th anniversary? Is it this week? Or is it the end of June?
Oh, shit. It is like this episode, yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Right.
Let me double check something real quick. But yeah, June 4th, 2011 was the first episode.
Well, happy 10th anniversary.
Yeah, happy 10th anniversary, dude.
I appreciate all your work that you've put into this and making our podcast be cool.
Oh, thanks. It's funny, like we were the only two people on that episode too.
I know. Wow. It's in 10 years, some things haven't really changed.
Yeah, James missed that one. He's on it because we put like the test episode into that same episode.
Yeah.
But he wasn't there for X-Men First Class, so.
That's right. It's funny too. I've been going back and posting some of my favorite episodes because I've been listening to them, and I will not post our first episode because it is not one of our bests.
Oh yeah, we've been telling people for years, like, hey, if you want to get into us, just start with the most recent one because there's really rarely anything worth going back and
Yeah, I listening to them because I've listened to a lot lately. You know, we really start hitting our stride about episode 30. They start being a little more tighter.
I think someone told us like, hey, it'd be great if you had like a structure to it because the first episodes are really just us kind of off the cuff.
Yes.
Not really talking about anything specific.
Yeah.
But yeah, once someone said like, hey, you should get segments, and then that's when we kind of hit our stride.
Yeah, so thanks to all our listeners. So yeah, I'll be posting them throughout pretty much the year. They're really fun to listen to. I just posted one with the Hunger Games, and I don't know if you remember this, but James and I really got into it on that episode.
I don't remember that at all.
It's a really funny one. I was listening to it and I go, oh yeah, this is the one where James and I just yell at each other. Good times though. So
another one like that is the Signs commentary.
Yep. And that one will probably be reposted as well. I have about 7 or 8 that I have in the bank. And then I'll be posting more. You know, I have Zach's first appearance and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned as we count down to the 500th episode, where all the nerds are sending me their 100 favorite films of our films of the week. And we will reveal through like a, kind of an Academy Award style thing where each thing has a point structure. And then the number one film based on how our rankings are. And Brad, I will tell you that you and I have a film on there that I think is going to surprise people, and we have it almost in the same spot.
I think I already know what it is.
It's really funny that you and I did that, and it's pretty funny. Anyways,
I think it relates to
this.
like it relates to the fact that I think my favorite years of the podcast were those first 3 years
Mm-hmm.
when we were growing and like trying stuff out. So
Yeah,
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Perfect. So it's kind of fun. So yeah, stay tuned for that. There will be surprises during the episode. I was going to do kind of like a trivia thing, but I think it'd be unfair since you keep stats of everything. So I thought
also
of
have a
something
terrible memory, so there's that.
That is true. That is true. Maybe I'll just exclude you from some of them, but I do have some funny things planned. Hopefully they will be funny and not just me saying, hey, this is going to be funny, and it's not funny at all. As a former actor, nothing is worse than when you try to be funny and nobody laughs. It's just silence. So stay tuned for that.
I was gonna say, like, it feels like it's only gonna be like a short show, like if you're just reading the list. So like, how do you?
Oh no. I'm not just gonna read the list. That's boring as fuck.
And like us being like, oh, that's interesting. 45.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
that would be horrible. So, yes, there is going to be some surprises. What they are, I have a general idea. It should be fun. But on this episode, like every episode, we'll have some movie news, Blu-rays that are coming out, and movies we've watched throughout the week. And then our highlight movie or our film of the week is The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Stay tuned to the end of the episode. We'll tell you if we recommend the film or not, play the trailer, and then spoil it. And, I'm actually surprised only you and I are on this one because I thought this would be a popular movie. I guess no one gives a fuck.
Well, Zach wanted to be on it, but he screwed up and scheduled over the podcast for himself. And then James hasn't been here forever, or Henry. So
yep,
it's I think it's
so
horror.
It's you
so
and I
Corinne's
carrying,
not in.
You and I just carrying the torch. Yeah, and if it's a horror film, Corinne's usually not going to show up.
So I guess it's not that surprising, but I'm still trying to look through the list to figure out when we've the last time we did this, just you and me, and it's very not recent at all.
Really?
Oh no, I think it's Hellboy.
So
2019.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're wondering who.
Oh no. Sorry. The Good Boys.
Oh wow. So not even 2019 still, right?
No. See, I can't pay attention. I got the wrong columns in the wrong place. Well, I guess. Unhinged. So that is a new movie because there's like another one. Like we did Jason X together for the Nerdemic, but that's kind of like.
Yeah.
Okay, so Unhinged. when we came out of it, back to doing regular episodes.
That's funny that I keep on forgetting that Unhinged was the first, movie that was out of the pandemic.
Really? You expected to remember that one?
True. I remember that Russell Crowe was wearing only like a fat suit on his body, so it looked really weird.
Yeah. I remember when he killed that guy in the restaurant, and then no one stood up for that guy.
Yep, just let him bleed out.
Didn't even have a gun. Could have easily overtaken him, but people were like, "Nope, not messing with that guy."
He's unhinged, Brad. Duh.
He just killed that guy with a teacup. Like,
yeah.
What other tricks does he have up his sleeve?
Man, you forget that we are in a pandemic for a year, and oh man,
it's so weird. Like you look at the list of episodes, and it felt so long, but it was 18 weeks, which is long, but in comparison to everything else we do,
no shit.
Like we've done more episodes not in the pandemic since movies came back.
Yeah, and we were lucky. We were in a state that kind of got it under control, and our movie theaters opened a lot sooner than other ones.
Yeah.
So good for us, I guess.
Yeah, it was it came back and then it went away and then it came back again, and yeah, it now
I'm
feels
just
pretty
glad
pretty normal.
we're getting fun movies again. That's all I've wanted.
Yeah,
So many dramas.
which are important. People should
They
be
are. I'm not
educated,
saying they
but
aren't, but when you have them continuously for about 2 months, it's brutal.
I know it's funny to say that. It's like, yeah, it's brutal to watch those, but imagine living through them. Like it's even
True.
worse. Yeah.
I guess if you look at it through that lens.
Yeah.
True, my friend. True.
But yeah, it's good to be able to see. Like I like having my Regal Pass again. Like I've missed it so much.
Nice.
I wish the Alamo Pass was working.
Yeah, mine's not up, but even stuff like The Conjuring, that I can watch on HBO Max, I still go to the theater and watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's just, there's something about, I know I shared this last week, but I'll be really quick. When we went, my wife and I saw A Quiet Place 2 last week, and it was so cool that the theater was completely sold out. I mean, for, distant seating, but it was still really cool to see that many people in the theater and experience it because everyone was so quiet and into the movie and enjoying themselves. It's just so nice to see. I really, really loved it.
Yeah, like I like being able to focus. Like at home trying to watch something, there's like constant distractions.
I know, I really have to force myself to not get distracted while I'm watching movies at home. Because
I should mention I mean my own distractions, because I still go to movies and I'm distracted by other people. That's the difference. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, because like I watched King Kong 76 this week, and when I'm watching it, I'll go on IMDb and I'll look at the director, and then I go in like, a rabbit hole, and I says, well, what kind of cameras were they using? And it's just really stupid stuff, but I get fascinated with it, and I really have to force myself not to do it. But yeah, that's why I love movie theaters.
Cool.
Yeah. Hey, Brad, there's some movies playing at the drive-in. You should tell us about them and around town.
Hey, film buddies, follow me around Denver.
Well, now that we're back on track with current episodes, I'm about to tell you that the 88 Drive-In is playing Sonic the Hedgehog, A Quiet Place 2, and World War Z. But I feel like because we're on time with episodes, I may be a little early on that report, so it may change relatively soon here. So I would just go to 88drivein.net to make sure that what I'm telling you is current. So same thing with the Holiday Twin. Their screen 1 is Cruella, and screen 2 is Quiet Place 2 and Top Gun.
Oh, fuck, that's awesome.
The old one, not the new one. So
that's still awesome.
Yeah, I still have never seen Top Gun. So
you still have not seen Top Gun? Wow.
Yeah. I also can't really afford a trip to Fort Collins right now. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. It's in Fort Collins.
Oh yeah, I should mention that. But also it might be a situation where I'm reading the schedule from last week. So go to holidaytwin.com to double check. Always a good plan.
Those sound like pretty safe bets, though, to stay there for a couple weeks.
Yeah, there's nothing other major out right now. I guess Fast 9 is the next one, like next big thing.
I think that's the end of June, I believe.
Yeah, so these blockbusters will probably be out, taking up screen space for a few more weeks.
Yeah, that's okay. I just love that there's a constant stream of films is really nice.
It's funny, like given everything that was backed up, it's odd that we've actually had some down weeks.
Yeah.
You think they would fill all those spaces with everything that didn't come out last year. So
yeah, it's kind of interesting that the movie companies are still a little hesitant to release stuff, but now that back-to-back movies have done very, very well, and I'll talk about it in news, but I think they're starting to feel a little better about the outlook.
Hey, remember when we used to actually read the box office stats on this show?
We did.
That was an old segment that we
Very
retired.
old. Retired. Cool.
That's what's going on around town.
Did you know when they're going to do the midnight screenings again? Have they said anything?
No, when I went there, they said eventually, but they had no specific date. And it's actually kind of weird. The Mayan actually still isn't open on Mondays and Tuesdays, so
Yeah.
they're still a little gun shy about being open. So
So get out there and support your local movie theaters, folks.
yeah, it's a shame. Like the Esquire can only have 2 movies, so after 2 trips, I'm like can't support them anymore until they rotate the movies. So
Unless they have something totally badass there.
yeah, but that's why the midnights are so great. Is because I can usually just go see a retro movie each week and support them.
Yeah, hopefully that'll start picking up soon. I'm guessing hopefully July.
Yeah.
That's when I know I think that's where they're aiming for Littleton to open for Black Widow, for Alamo. And I think next week Westminster opens for the Alamo.
Nice.
So yeah, because next week there's a couple movies coming out, and then they'll have, Conjuring and Quiet Place playing as well. So they'll have enough movies, I think, to fill up their theater.
I'm excited because I think Westminster has the Back to the Future 3 vinyl soundtrack that
I know
is sold out on the website. So as soon
yeah,
as the doors
right,
open,
because the Mondo Buffy soundtrack for their TV show, the musical, sold out in a couple hours online. And then I went to, I forget what movie I saw there a year and a half ago, and they had it in their vinyl section. Yeah. And only like $30 too.
Yeah. If you did,
so yeah, I'm excited.
Shipping. So yeah, I guess I should also say, Film on the Rocks is happening.
That's right. Yeah, that's
sorry I missed sweet.
That. Yeah, but it's funny that I wonder if they would include that into a gross of a film, because Red Rocks, the amphitheater can seat like 9,000 people. So if you're paying $60 a pop, holy shit.
Well, yeah, if it's drive-in though, like, they probably have fewer seats, right?
I guess so, yeah.
But still, yeah, $60 is too rich for my blood. But
I know.
If you can't afford that and you have friends that want to split that cost with you, check out denverfilm.org and you can get your tickets there.
Best way to do it is split the cost.
God, they had Avengers too, and I had to miss it too. It sucks.
Fudge. I guess I work so much and I'm so out of the loop. I didn't even know they were starting those again.
I mean, we've had a whole year of deferred plans, so it's just like
true.
Trying to get back in the routine of things. It's just like, huh?
What did I used to do? I've struggled with the most is finding time to see the movies, and never seemed to be that big of an issue before.
Yeah.
I think too, because they've really cut back on the show times. So
yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah, that's frustrating. Like,
yeah,
like the Mayan, it's like you either get to go at 1 or 7.
Yep, true.
And then like the major chains, I used to be able to go at like 10:30 at night, and then like a lot of them end at 8. So,
but soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll cater my business again.
Let's unspool some movie news.
It's real news.
Not a lot of news this week. A lot of announcements. Nothing really that fascinating. I guess Tom Cruise screaming at people did not stop people from getting COVID. Mission Impossible 7 had to shut down for COVID reasons. But it's
2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunately COVID is such a part of life now that it's not that shocking that it's happened. And And a movie like that where they're flying all over the world and doing stuff. Yeah.
Did you see his stunt for the new movie?
No, I saw the article for it, but the reason I did not look is because I want to be surprised.
Oh,
I heard it's a train.
oh, I didn't. I did. That's new to me. What I saw was a motorcycle and a cliff. So,
Oh shit! So there's might be two.
yeah, I mean, they are doing both movies back to back, so they might be stunts for each movie.
Oh, they pushed that. The reason being is because Tom is going to go on a worldwide tour to promote Maverick. So when he's done with that, then they'll start shooting Mission Impossible 8.
Oh, all right then.
We got a tease that the 1989 Batman suit is returning in the Flash movie with
blood on it.
Yeah, it's like a wink to the Watchmen. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I guess it just looks cool.
Is it a wink to the Watchmen or just a coincidence?
Maybe that too. I don't know.
So I feel like as we get further into like increased content and as culture becomes more knowledgeable about movie trivia, I feel like things like that are subconsciously going to slip in. Like, hey, I did something new when it's really just like been done before.
Yeah.
Or if it's a Watchmen reference, then that's intriguing.
It is. I mean, technically, the Flash can run to any point in the multiverse, I guess. So I'm not really that well versed in Flash mythology, so I can't say for sure.
It makes me wonder if like part of having Michael Keaton back is like, Harrison Ford syndrome was like, okay, I'll come back if you kill my character.
Yeah.
So there's that. I had another thought too, but oh yeah, like also if you have Batman in a Flash movie, like wouldn't the movie be about, hey, you can go back in time and stop my parents from getting murdered? Save me all this trauma.
Yeah, I guess there's always that question: would Bruce Wayne become Batman if his parents weren't murdered?
Exactly.
I don't know.
But then it's no longer really a Flash movie. It's a Batman movie.
True.
So,
well, yeah. I mean, I think more people care about Batman anyways, but
yeah. But if like your first cinematic Flash movie is about Batman,
yeah,
it's really a slight to Flash fans.
Yeah. Hopefully, the Batmans in it, because Affleck's in it as well, serve a purpose for the story. I mean, I have no idea. Like I said, I'm not that well versed in Flash mythology, so I don't know how it works. I know he can run and change the events of things. And the only reason I know that is because I watched Apocalypse War, and that's what he did at the end of it.
Yeah. I mean, in Snyder's Justice League, he went back in time to fix the end of that movie, so.
Yep. There is a Cruella sequel in development, which is not surprising since I think it's going to it's already at 40 million and you can watch it at home and it's making 40 million in the box office too. I think that's not that shocking. I haven't seen the film yet, so
it's fun. Yeah,
no, I keep on meaning to go see it, but again, here's one at 3 and here's one at 5, and actually I do have a question. Do you think Kellen would sit through it? Because it's 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like nonstop. Just there's no downtime.
Okay, cool. Because I might do that tonight.
I forgot to mention it on the review. Is that there's constantly a soundtrack to it of like famous 70s, 80s punk rock songs. So
sweet.
There's really no down moments, So
awesome. Evil Dead Rise has begun filming. I know that's not really that big of news, but it is to me because I love Evil Dead. And interesting, they're taking it to, the rise refers to high rise, I guess. So it's taking place in the city, which is kind of fun.
Sorry, I was going to say that the surprising thing about Cruella, though, is that for as much as people complain about high ticket prices at theaters, they seem to have no trouble paying even more, if not twice as much, to just watch it at home.
It cracks me up because they say, it's only $30 for us to watch it at home, but you're for the subscription too. So it's actually,
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
People are silly.
Like, sure, maybe you spend $30 buying popcorn and soda too at the theater to get to that point, and like at home you can just eat whatever you want.
Yeah,
but still, like, you've denied yourself the sound, the presentation.
And I can tell you too, if I watch it at home, we talked about the distraction, but if I take Kellen and I going to the movies is probably the cheapest thing I can do with my kid.
Yeah.
Because so my ticket's usually like $10-11. His is $6, that's $17. And the sodas and the popcorn they give you are so big that I just get one for us to share. So that's another $20. So I spend like $30 for us to go to the movies.
Yeah, like most other things, like, I don't know, like a museum or an aquarium or something.
Oh, dude. Have you been to the Denver Aquarium lately?
No, ever.
It's
Never.
like $37 a person.
Even kids?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Or I think Kellen's like 28. It's really expensive. The zoo's still pretty affordable.
If you go to a convention, it's like $60 for you, 30 for him. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty much saying that you should go out and see the movies.
Yeah, it's still one of the least expensive forms of entertainment you can possibly do.
Totally. I got a text message from Zach. He's upset that they're making a Vertigo video game, which the trailer really doesn't show you anything. But the description, when I read the article, it sounds like one of those Telltale games where it's narrative driven and you kind of choose what actions your character does. And they also draw inspiration from other Hitchcock films such as Spellbound and Rebecca.
So kind of like a Hitchcock universe game.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know.
His issue is what?
I don't know.
You think he'd be excited about it?
That maybe it's just he doesn't understand why there's one, and I can get that too. It's a weird property to exploit, but also there's name recognition behind it. So my guess is that's probably why it's called Vertigo and Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo.
Yeah. It is still like, if the objective is to make money on games, that is a weird. That Venn diagram of gamers doesn't line up.
On a game like that.
Yeah. But, like that, I guess that makes sense as like a downloadable.
Yeah, maybe an episodic game.
Yeah, something like you constantly add to.
Yeah. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got in news. Unless I missed something, it's a lot of just announcements.
Yeah, like Shazam had their little teaser trailer for the costume.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was pretty cool. I really loved that movie.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
So, I mean, it'll definitely show up. I'm hoping it'll be on everybody's top 100 list. I'd be shocked if it isn't. But yeah, that's a really fun movie.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do because there's a time limit on that premise because those kids age. So we'll see what. Yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do with it. One of my favorite panels at Denver Pop Culture Con, the last one we went to, was with Cooper Andrews, who is the foster dad in that film. That's right.
And there's a great picture that you have of him and I somewhere.
Yeah, I embarrassed myself in front of him.
But he was so nice. I remember getting off the stage with him, and he asked me if I was going to do his other panel because he really enjoyed me as a moderator. And I said, unfortunately, no. He says, well, then let's get a picture. I said, oh, yeah, let's use a really nice camera that Brad has. And you're like, what?
I was just thinking about that. Like, now that Fan Expo, like, I think we just assumed that the process would be the same for getting back in. But
yeah,
they are a different entity. So
it's going to be really interesting.
I'm kind of suspicious that we may not be able to do our normal presence.
Yeah, I mean, it'll all boil down to is if it's the same people organizing the panels and stuff.
Yeah.
if Fan Expo hires, the people from Denver Comic Con to do it.
Exactly. Like we may be able to buy our way to a table, but are they going to use us to moderate? Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, the days of them walking up to me 20 minutes before an X-Men panel starts and begging for help are probably over.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe they'll still love us. This week on Blu-rays and 4K, we're going on an adventure.
DVD releases and Blu-rays.
So, Brad, are you getting the Steelbook of Indiana Jones?
Oh, I'm so conflicted. I mean, can't really afford either version right now anyway. But
yeah.
Like part of me wants a Steelbook because they haven't had a Steelbook for me. Like I want to collect Steelbooks, but also I like having them all in like a collected set. And then there's a new one coming out maybe in next year or 2 years. So then the set will be incomplete again.
Yeah, but sometimes you run the risk of them not putting the new movie in it.
Yeah.
Because I have my Chucky set is like that. So they put the first, I think 5 Child's Plays in a set. And then when they had Curse of Chucky or Colts, I can't remember the order right now. They did not include it in another set. So
yeah, I'm torn. Like if they do put in a set, it'll be like whenever there's another anniversary, and will 4K Blu-rays still be a thing by that time?
Who knows?
It's a quite a gamble. And then with the regular set, it's like, well, it's out, but it's like the regular version, like the Steelbook will sell out, so that's the one you should immediately get. But the other one will probably go on sale for Black Friday. So should I wait? I don't know.
It's a dangerous game, and this might make your choice easier. You cannot order or pre-order the Steelbooks on Best Buy anymore. They are sold out.
Yeah.
So I did not pre-order it. So.
Well, you can wait till like midnight, 1 a.m. tonight, and they'll have some of them allotted for stores. So you can order it online late tonight and then pick it up in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, because you can't pre-order it anymore. So I looked earlier. But yeah, the Indiana Jones 4K set is coming out. 3 of the greatest movies of all time, and a 4th one that's pretty fun.
Yep.
Criterion is releasing The Human Condition. I have no idea what that is.
You forgot there's also a Raiders of the Lost Ark only set, which I haven't seen available, but it's listed.
Oh, yeah. And the cool thing about that set is it's Struzen's poster.
Yeah. I think all the art's his stuff, though, right? Except for, like, the silhouettes on the Steelbooks. Yeah,
the Steelbook, I think they're his, but they're kind of recolored.
Yeah.
Because I recognize the whip holding thing.
Yeah, the poses are the same, but
yeah. Yeah. Final Fantasy VII.
It's the Advent Children movie.
Okay.
It's getting
Sounds good.
4K upgrade.
Is that the one that came out in theaters about 10 years ago?
No, that's it's that was Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, which was 2001, so it's really old.
So 20 years ago.
Yeah. I remember seeing that like before my shift at GameStop and being
that's
disappointed.
Right. I remember. Fudge. I remember seeing that in the theaters at Denver West, and I go, "What the fuck is this?"
It's like me and one other person. But no, this is I think it was like 2006 or something that they just made a Final Fantasy VII animated movie sequel. I can't remember. But yeah, that's what this is. 4K
Sounds
version.
Good. It's in 4K. Might look great. If you're a fan of John Hughes, they're re-releasing some of his films on Steelbook. I think Some Kind of Wonderful is new to Blu-ray. You also have Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Pretty in Pink, which was a really great release last year.
Okay.
Yep. You can get Ken Burns' Baseball on Blu-ray. the classic Dudley Moore, Kirk Cameron, like father, like son. Lovebirds, unrated, is being released on
The
Blu-ray.
Netflix movie?
Yeah, I remember that's one of the movies that was first published by or bought by Netflix to put out on streaming during the pandemic.
Yeah, that one.
Arrow is releasing The Stylist, which I don't know what's about. But it's a horror mystery thriller.
Okay.
So, sure. And it's gotten a pretty good review on Blu-ray.com. So, if you want to pick that up. City of Lies, starring Johnny Depp and Forrest Whitaker. I don't know what that is either. But there's name people in it, so that's good.
Johnny Depp, still getting work.
Yeah, hey, you know what? You can be a fucking prick and still get works, I guess. Flashback with Dylan O'Brien from Lionsgate, which I don't know what it's about. It's after a chance encounter with a man forgotten from his youth, Fred literally and metaphorically journeys into his past. Okay. Sure. And there's a few other smattering of stuff that I don't know if people are interested in. A lot of re-releases like 21 Bridges with Chadwick Boseman, a 2-pack of The Adjustment Bureau and The Good Shepherd. So if you need a Matt Damon fix, oh shit. And Dragonheart Vengeance. How many fucking Dragonhearts are there?
Oh, God, more than 6.
This has
now,
to be
probably?
the 5th or 6th one, right?
Yeah.
Holy shnikes.
I thought they just put out like a collected thing, so there's another one.
Yes. This is called Dragonheart Vengeance, and there's a picture of a dragon on it.
Makes sense.
Yep. So yeah. But I thought I could have sworn, Sean Connery was the last one, but what do we know?
There's the Critic complete series re-release.
Oh, I don't see that anywhere.
It's on digital bits, so it might be wrong. It's rated NC-17 on Amazon. Okay.
That's awesome.
What?
Was that ever on Blu-ray?
No, just DVD, and still on DVD. So.
Oh, it's the DVD release. Gotcha.
It's like a plastic case now. The one I have is a fold out, so I think it's just a.
I've started to notice that if you go to Walmart, they're doing a lot of re-releases in like huge plastic cases.
Yeah.
That's how I got Ninja Turtles.
Nice. I mean,
and that's what's coming out on Blu-ray this week. Hey, Brad, let's tell everybody what we've been watching.
So, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Brad, kick us off with what you've been watching.
Really, almost nothing. Someone made available the Super Mario Brothers Extended Edition online.
I need to hear about this.
I downloaded it, and it doesn't really feel like there's that much added. Like, if it's added, it's usually like 2 or 3 frames to a scene.
Really? I heard it was like 15 minutes longer.
If you add all those up, it becomes like 15 minutes longer. So there's not like a scene where, they took this whole chunk of the scene out. It's like, a couple seconds here and there to the rest of the movie. The biggest thing I noticed was in the very beginning when Princess Daisy's being dropped off at the orphanage. Dennis Hopper is seen in the background following her a couple times. So it's really weird. Like it's like he's just in the shadows and he just kind of appears like a gargoyle,
Interesting.
So there's stuff like that got trimmed down. The opening had like a stop motion dinosaur, that's it. Like that's in there, but like it has this voiceover narration to it, whereas the extended version just has black and white, almost like a Harryhausen style dinosaur footage to it. Like if you think it's from some other movie that they just threw in there as like a placeholder for what you eventually got to see. So there's that difference. It feels like the finales are rearranged a little bit. But yeah, nothing too major.
Do you think it helps or hinders the movie, or is it just inconsequential and it doesn't matter?
I think it's inconsequential. Like it didn't change like much of the movie, like the perception of it. It's just like you just get more of this the same. Um, it feels more dramatic, I guess. It's like less comical because it doesn't have the same sound effects and things to it.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one other big thing with the music. After they beat Koopa, they actually play the Mario Brothers theme song like from the game.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Which that's not in the movie. Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, it's interesting to watch. I think if you're a film geek and you like want to see how cuts evolve between edits, but as like someone who's casually just a Super Mario Brothers fan, it's not going to kind of make the movie that different for you. And it's presented in like DVD quality, so they have like the DVD quality footage with the really grainy like VHS stuff added to it with the time code on it, so you can see kind of what is different as you go. So it's not like a version that you should like throw on a disc and like it's very workshoppy looking.
Huh.
Yeah, I think if you're a film geek, it's just like it would be a fun curiosity to look. Like as someone like I know you hate the movie, so I don't think it'd be like worth your time to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I was kind of hoping that it'd change it and it'd be worth revisiting.
Yeah, I don't think it changes it that much. Like it's pretty much the same movie. It's just like you're getting more of it here and there.
Huh.
Yeah, it also like changed it changes like the comedic timing of things too. Like it also shows that it makes it seem like there's like a couple extensions that make it seem like what are they, Iggy and I forget what the other one is, but like the Koopa minions, right? They look like bumbling fools in the movie you're watching, right? But
Yeah.
this cut actually changes it, and it seems like they're doing that on purpose because they are part of like the resistance and they're trying to undermine Koopa on purpose.
Oh, that's way more interesting.
Yeah, so I think that's probably the biggest change of perception to the story is like those guys don't look like complete boobs, you know?
Yeah.
It's like they have a plan and they're trying to like screw him over so that they can get the Mario Brothers to defeat him. So, yeah, and then I've just been watching a bunch of old SNL episodes on Hulu, and yeah, those are fun. The weirdest thing is just like trying to like looking at how they edit those episodes and like what they take out because of rights issues and things. So yes, like
do they have most of the music guests on there still?
I'd say like 95% of the episodes you watch don't have the music guests.
Yeah.
So I jumped in. So on Peacock you can watch all the seasons, right? But their player is clunky, so I've been watching on Hulu, and Hulu only has seasons 1 through 5, and then 30 through the current. So I've been watching on Hulu because I was tired of dealing with the player. Like, it would just stop working, and then it would give you the Puss in Boots with the big old eyes from Shrek, looking at you like, "Sorry, we messed up. Please reload." So I started watching on Hulu, and Hulu has a glitch where occasionally you'll just be sitting there and it'll jump ahead. Like
weird,
like a second, only a second or two. But that's preferable to like it just not stopping, because also Peacock doesn't have like a way to click out of a failed stream. Like you have to restart like the whole app again.
Yeah, I'll be totally honest. I try to use Peacock because I have Xfinity, and it's so slow and aggravating. I just fucking don't do it.
Yeah, it's just a shame because there's a lot of good stuff you can watch on there for free, but it's just like, fix the player, man.
No shit. HBO Max sucks too. It constantly crashes.
I haven't watched it in a while, but that sounds about right. Overall, I don't think there's a good play. Like Disney Plus does that too. I think it's still in its infancy. needs to catch up. But yeah, so I started watching 30 up until I'm like 37 right now.
Mhm.
And like season 31, the episodes are only like 20 minutes long. I'm like,
Wow,
even with the music guest came taken out, that's really short.
that's super short because it runs for 90 minutes.
Yeah. So I don't know, like what about season 31 um is like that, but everything else is pretty much like close to an hour after that season.
Hmm.
And yeah, most of them don't have the music guests. But yeah, I'd say like maybe 2 episodes a season have the music guest still in there.
I've been just watching them on YouTube, and I've been doing when Colin Jost and Michael Che switch jokes.
Oh my
Where
God.
they're
Yeah.
so funny.
Uh,
And the Californians with Fred Armisen and Kristen Wiig and Bill Hader just are great.
yeah. Yeah, the Colin Jost Michael Che joke switch is I wish there was more seasons of that because
Oh, I know.
there's only like
It's
four or
just,
five of them and they only do it like twice a year, so I wish that was more of a thing
I know it's so great.
because they're so brutal. Like just just the way Che paints Colin Jost is like
I
just
know,
like
and I love when it cuts back to him and he goes, "Wow, wow, that
Yeah.
is really racist."
like he's surprised and he wrote the joke. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's this one where he goes, "All right, enough fun and games. This one I really wrote. This one was not written by Michael Che."
I like the recent one where he's like in the middle of a joke and he says like, by the way, because you love that one so much, I'm gonna do another one.
Yeah, where they talk about the black Superman.
Yeah. And then it comes back like by the end of the episode, like a non sequitur, like, oh, by the way, I thought of one more.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's
Uh,
great.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like, yeah, I got to like rewatch a lot of the Will Forte as MacGruber sketches.
Oh, that's great.
Um, yeah, like there's like 3 or 4 of them in an episode sometimes, and they had like Richard Dean Anderson on there at one point, and Betty White was in there as like his mom, and he ends up marrying her. uh, yeah, can't wait for that show to show up on Peacock, even though it'll probably crash constantly. Yeah, what'd you watch?
Um, Speaking of Hulu, I watched the MODOK series.
Oh, I forgot to talk
Hulu.
about that last week.
Yeah, it's definitely Robot Chicken-esque.
Yeah.
And it is pretty funny. And it follows MODOK, who's always been a really weird villain. I mean, his name means mechanical organism designed only for killing. And yeah, it's Patton Oswalt voices him, and he has to go home to a wife that doesn't love him, kids that hate him. It's a pretty goofy concept, but I think it looks really cool. There's some really funny parts in it. It's pretty violent. And yeah, if you're looking for kind of a more lighthearted, definitely not in continuity Marvel show, it's an easy show to get into.
It's in the same vein of like Lower Decks from Star Trek and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's my least favorite of those three. I think the other two are sharper. Like a lot of MODOK is Patton Oswalt.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's scripted, but it almost seems like he's constantly riffing, but he's on screen so much as a character.
Yeah.
And it's so fast paced. It was like, and like a lot of the jokes aren't as raunchy as like Harley Quinn.
True.
It's only when they get violent that it's like, oh my God. But it is fun. Like it's him like trying to fight Iron Man, and he's like super excited that he got his like boot.
Yeah.
And then he uses him to like buy his company back.
Yep.
Yeah, and then his real dilemma is like someone on the inside who's trying to undermine him, and then dealing with like a corporate takeover the whole time.
Yeah, I do like the corporate douche who takes over AIM.
Yeah, I forgot who that.
Hey, MODOK.
I forget who that is.
Yeah, I forget. Is it David? Does that sound right?
No, the actor who does him.
Oh,
Damn it. But But yeah, it's fun. Did you ever get that Lower Decks set?
No, I did not.
Pass on it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I still might, because it's still not that expensive.
Yeah, I'm curious about like someone who's not as well versed in Star Trek, like what they think of it. So, like,
It's definitely on a list of to watch.
Yeah, I mean, like you could easily just watch it on Paramount Plus for.
Yeah, which I might, but I really like the Steelbook.
Yeah, I didn't get it because I'm like, well, I missed the Discovery and Picard Steelbook, so I'm like, it feels incomplete.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's still there at Target too.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that sometime when I have money. I read 109-page Last Action Hero film adaptation book. That's definitely meant for kids because it took me like an hour and a half to read it. Nothing shocking in it. It just pretty much follows the movie.
Well, he did say he shot the whole script, so.
So true. I was hoping that maybe it'd be like a little nugget or something in it, and I didn't know it was going to be made for kids, even though I probably should have guessed. But I got it for $4 on Amazon, so I don't care. I mentioned earlier, I watched the 76 King Kong, which I still don't think the movie's that great. I think the biggest problem is a lot of times, I don't know if the director knows how to shoot a monster because it looks like just a dude in a gorilla suit most of the time. And it takes a long time. I mean, it doesn't take as long as, Peter Jackson's Kong, but Peter Jackson's a way more accomplished filmmaker. So it seems it doesn't take as long. I don't know. It's a goofy movie. The Scream Factory Blu-ray is really great, though. Has lots of interviews, and I haven't watched it yet, but there is the second disc is the television cut, which is about an hour longer. So I'm interested to see what was cut out.
How is I'm baffled, like, why each iteration of King Kong is so long. Like, you take a monkey off an island, you bring him home, and he goes on a rampage. Like, why does that take so many hours to portray?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I think the 33 King Kong is only 90 minutes, so.
But yeah, on TV, they found a way to make it an hour longer. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's divided in 2 nights, and I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but the cool thing, the Scream Factory put the TV ads for it. So it was a 2-night event, and they definitely hyped it up. So I'm guessing because watching it the other day, Kong doesn't show up until about an hour and 10 minutes into the film. So I'm guessing him going to leaving the island is the second night is my guess. I don't know.
I just watched that movie really recently. I'm like, I can't remember what they did for their first hour other than just exist on a ship.
Yep, that's what it is. Remember, they're looking for oil. Charles Grodin, who just passed away, a great actor, is the head of some oil company. And Jeff Bridges is some hippie guy from Stanford who stowaways on his ship. And they, while they're out at sea, they find Jessica Lange floating in a life raft from a yacht that sank. It's just, it's pretty bad. But, it's still, I guess, a monster movie. And it's not as bad as some other films. So, yep. The Scream Factory, their Blu-ray is A+. They did a great job with it. I think there's 7 or 8 interviews on it. And they're really honest, which I always appreciate watching those.
Who do they have on it?
They have the Rick Baker, who was King Kong and designed the costume. They have the second unit director, the editor, and a couple other people that were on the crew.
No Jeff Daniels, no Jessica Lange.
No, they probably don't want to be remembered for that. I looked at, and after that was Jessica Lange's first film, and after she was in that, it took her 3 years to get another one. So she probably doesn't look fondly back at King Kong.
I didn't even know Jeff Daniels was in it till I watched it.
Yep, that's one of his first movies too, I'm guessing. because man, when you think about it, that movie's 45 years old this year. And the last thing I watched, the cool thing, one of the things I do like about HBO Max is I buy the Batman cartoons and some of the Justice League ones, but I was never a big Superman fan, so I like that HBO Max has most of them available to watch. So I watched The Death of Superman, and that one's pretty fun. It takes a long time to get to the fight with Doomsday, which I guess is the point. And some of it's not that good leading up to it, but it's super violent and it's pretty awesome when the Justice League starts fighting Doomsday. Have you seen it, Brad?
I haven't, but also this is like the second time they've done this in animation, right?
Yeah, because I think there's a Superman Doomsday one that was a few years before.
Yeah.
That I haven't seen either. This one is kind of with the cast that ends up showing up in Apocalypse War. Which, I mean, I like Apocalypse War. I think I forgot to talk about it. That was a pretty fun one, too. But it's kind of, like I said, the coolest part is when the Justice League is fighting Doomsday. But it is kind of weird. There's this part where these astronauts are on this in a space shuttle and at the International Space Station. And they have this pilot who goes, "Don't worry, guys, Superman's going to save us," as the asteroid that's carrying Doomsday is hurtling towards Earth. And Superman doesn't, and all the astronauts are killed. And it's one of those things where I thought Superman could hear stuff like that and go and save them.
Yeah.
But he was too busy going on a date with Lois Lane. And then there's a part where in the film, they're trying to set up, you know, the loss of Superman and Lois Lane. So Clark Kent's going to reveal that he's Superman to Lois. And he's having lunch with her at this place in Metropolis while the rest of the Justice League are fighting Doomsday, maybe a mile outside of Metropolis. And he gets the message and Superman says, well, if the rest of the Justice League can handle it, then I'm good to go to this date. You're like, wait, what? Like for character, I don't think that makes sense.
I realized Superman was so selfish.
Yeah, I don't get it. But there is a really badass part where Batman is fighting Doomsday, and I mean he's way outclassed, and but he's using all his gadgets and shit like that, so it's pretty cool.
Does the movie end at Doomsday killing Superman, or do they go into the whole like the other Supermen?
So it ends at Superman's mausoleum. The casket is busted open, and then there's a little thing at the end of the credits. So I think after this, I think the next one is Reign of Superman. So I'm guessing that's where they tackle it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's cool. Like it's super violent. It's rated PG-13, but there's tons of blood in it. I mean, there's a part where Doomsday rips a bear in half and a person in half. So it's pretty awesome.
Wow. It's weird.
Yeah, and when Doomsday dies, it's pretty fucking dope. I don't know if you want me to spoil it, but
no, because it's weird. Like for as much as into comics I am, I've never gone through and like read that storyline and the aftermath either. But it's like it's iconic. Like that 90s run was. I should do that soon. That's something I should put on my list of things to do. Because
yeah. He dies a little different than he does in the comics. In the movie, it's way more violent. So, yeah, it's pretty fucking badass. So yeah, check it out if you like Superman. It was pretty fun. Like I said, getting there is kind of a drag, but once they start fighting Doomsday, it's pretty awesome.
That does sound like the most interesting part of the story is him fighting Doomsday.
Oh yeah, it is, because Doomsday is basically indestructible.
Yeah. Like I never hear anyone else talk about like the lead up to it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I won't. If you're gonna read the comics, I won't spoil it either. There's a part that's left out of the movie that's in the comics that's pretty big, but I'm guessing it's because the character isn't in this version of the animated universe. And I'm okay with it, because they also have this badass scene where Flash takes Hawkman's mace and just runs all over the place and just keeps on decking Doomsday with it.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's some pretty great moments in it. And that's what I watched this week. This week on Real Nerds, we saw The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Brad, are you recommending a third journey with the Warren family?
Well, if you share my taste in movies, no. I can't remember if I've even seen the first two.
Really?
Yeah, I often get them conflated with the Insidious movies.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, in the third movie, obviously there's references to the other two movies that I was like, is that a thing? I don't know. Have I seen that before? I don't remember. I had to look up and see like what the distance between movies was, and aside from the spin-offs, it's been like 3 or 4 years between each one. So I'm like, that's enough time for me to forget. Even though they seem like they're around all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, I think the first one was 2012, and there's technically 9 in the universe, so there's basically 1 a year.
Yeah, but there's only 3 that are focused on the Warrens. Like, they're the main characters, right?
Technically, yeah. Annabelle Creation, they're in it, and it has their daughter as kind of the main character. So, or Annabelle Comes Home. Fuck, I can't even keep them straight. Annabelle Comes Home deals with Annabelle getting out in the Warren house, but they're only in it for a little bit.
Yeah. So on top of that, also these movies are billed as like, true stories from the pages of this real life couple, the Warrens. And then I watched this movie where things happen. I'm like, if that actually happened, it would be national news, and there would be tons of evidence for what happened. So under that lens, I'm like, I don't know, I can't fully enjoy them. I think they're definitely good at, this one, like even though a lot of it is jump scares, I still felt like there's a lot of like built up tension to it, which was nice. But overall, I couldn't get away from just thinking like, there's so many witnesses to what's happening around these people. Like, I can't buy into that this is a real thing, even within the fiction of this movie. Mm-hmm. So, and then there's like some questionable stuff. Like, I'm going to run out of stuff to talk about afterwards, so I'm going to stop there.
So this is a tough one. I enjoyed the film. If you like the Conjuring universe, I think I don't have to recommend it to you. If you're going in it cold like you did, like I didn't know you haven't seen the other ones.
I might have. I don't remember.
I don't know. It's more of a mystery than it is, a haunted house film. And I appreciate them doing something different. And I'm about to blow your mind, Brad. This stuff did happen, and they embellished some of the story, but the Arnie guy really did kill his landlord, and there is a whole buildup about he would like mumble randomly while he was by himself. So it wasn't just like an instant thing, like kind of how the movie projects. He was at the exorcist of that little boy. And if you watch the film, the tape of the exorcist plays. So yeah, and he did plead not guilty by demonic possession. And there's a little more to it that I'll talk about when we actually review the film. But yeah, if you like the Conjuring movies, I say see it. Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson are pretty great in it. Here's a trailer for The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
The court accepts the existence of God every time a witness swears to tell the truth. I think it's about time they accept the existence of the devil.
You okay there?
Jesus. I think I hurt someone.
In 1981, Arnie Johnson pled not guilty.
We think this family was cursed.
By reason of demonic possession.
I am not going before a grand jury and saying he was possessed by demons.
Whatever happened that day, that was not Arnie.
Color me your color, darling. Come off your color chart. I know where you're coming from. Coming from. Coming from. Coming from. I know who you are.
Lorraine! Lorraine! Ed! You all right?
So I touched on it a little bit, and you did as well, when we were talking about if we should see the film or recommend it. And in it, the Warrens are at an exorcist for a little boy who's 8 years old. While he's there, this young man named Arnie is asking the demon to not be inside the little boy anymore, and it passes over to him.
He's his older brother, right?
No, so his sister is the girlfriend of him.
The little boy's sister is his.
The little boy's sister is dating Arnie, Debbie.
Okay.
And so it does. When it does, a couple days later, Arnie kills his landlord, and is taken away, and they enter a plea of not guilty by demonic possession, and it leads the Warrens down a road of a satanic cult that is cursing this family, and that's not really possessing them, but it's more of like a demon is haunting them, and I don't know.
It's a curse.
Yeah, it's a curse. So some of it is really embellished. I don't think the Warrens fought some lady in a cellar.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing of like,
yeah,
they get to the end and this demonic lady is able to very quickly kill her dad, like with a material knife. But she doesn't do that same thing to the Warrens.
Well, remember the curse is she needs a man of God to commit a crime, and she can kill her dad because he retired from it and he's no longer believed. So he needed the Warrens to kill one another, or one of them kill him. But yeah, that stuff's really silly. I mean, the scene's pretty effective in the basement, I thought, you know. I really liked the scene where they're in the mortuary, and you know, she's trying to figure out where the curse is coming from, and when she's stuck in it and Ed goes out there and there's that zombie dude, I thought was pretty effective.
I was so confused about the rules. Like, so what happened in the second one? Because I feel like that's the one, if I saw it, that's the one I saw.
The second one is where they go to England, and there's the I forget his name, but it's like the Crooked Man, and it's the little girls that are possessed. Yeah,
I don't think I saw that.
The first one is the house, and it was the clapping, and yeah.
No, I don't think I saw the other one, so this might be just my first. But yeah, so yeah, I was very confused about, like, because Vera Farmiga's character apparently has the ability to sense things.
Yeah,
and
that's
have
established
visions
in the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll go along with that. Like, on Unsolved Mysteries, there's the woman who predicted like all these different things of where the cops could find the bodies and things. So I'll go with that. But then, like, the fact that Ed's able to be in those visions and then those visions actually affect him too was very weird to me.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, you're right. Some of the rules, I think that's where this one kind of loses it for me. Is even someone who I've seen every single movie in the universe, and I didn't. Yeah, I don't understand the rules of her powers. Like, I get that she's a psychic and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't understand. I guess because she had a connection, so Demon Lady was able to resurrect that corpse. I guess. But,
yeah, because I get that he can be cursed too because they unknowingly had that totem like in their possession the whole time.
Yeah.
So through her and that thing, she can get to Ed. But yeah, like why would the body be resurrected? Like,
yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's some things that are a little goofy. I mean, some of the set pieces. I mean, so if this dude's in prison for first degree murder, you're able to go to his bedside and perform an exorcism in the middle of the prison.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things that are just silly.
Like, and like they let a priest like give him a glass bottle like
while he's on suicide watch.
Yeah. Like that seems. It's the 80s, so I guess security is a little more lax, but yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I think there's some things that are just really convenient for the movie.
Yeah, like also too in the prison, like when he's contorting around the room, like the other officers are just gonna sit outside the room and like not rush in there and
yeah. Windows are breaking and stuff flying. We're good.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, man, but are you tired of the cliche of like the bones popping and stuff?
Oh, the whole contorted bone popping thing of like, yeah, it's been so overdone.
Yeah. And, I'm pretty sure the first movie I remember seeing with it was The Exorcism of Emily Rose, but it was more of the performance by Jennifer Carpenter in that, which she's amazing in. And it wasn't so overly done. I mean, they did it like 3 times in this movie.
Yeah. And we just watched it in The Separation. So
yeah, and I mean, that one was, oh my God. But I mean, at least this one I think was shot better. I mean, there was some generally creepy moments in it.
Yeah, I was kind of sitting there going like, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
That was good.
I think Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson are really great in the film.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like is, they gave him the heart attack as like a way to, make him more sympathetic. Is like,
more vulnerable.
More vulnerable, yeah.
It's but, it is sweet that, he forgot his pills and she's like, I have it here. I mean, I like that moment. And I thought it was shot really well. The flashback scene with them, it looked nice.
Yeah, her having his pill in like her locket was nice, but also like, did I miss a movie where like she always wanted a gazebo?
No, that gazebo is where they had their first kiss.
Was that like in another movie or did
no?
I
Isn't that one? Remember, they ran underneath it when it was raining.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that's in this movie.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, and I think the director of this isn't quite as good as James Wan, but I think he did a pretty effective job of keeping the movie moving, because it was over 2 hours long, and I thought, or 2 hours, and it moved pretty quickly. I was never bored. But yeah, it's
yeah. I was surprised with like I actually had moments of like I usually don't get scared at movies. Like I wasn't really scared of this one, but I was tense of like what's happening here. I was sitting there going really
watch The Conjuring and Conjuring 2. I think the first Conjuring is probably the best one, but The Conjuring 2 is really great too.
Yeah.
Because James Wan is really effective as he does that thing where he sets his camera on somebody and you expect something to happen in the background and then nothing happens. And then when you don't expect it, it does. So he's pretty great at that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you've seen Saw, so you know he can direct horror.
Yeah. Also, the trophy room at the end was the thing he places on the shelf, like from the table he broke with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, so that's also so in the Warrens' house is in Connecticut. They actually have a museum of curiosity, curiosities. I forget what the actual name of it is, but they keep stuff that are supposedly haunted. And Annabelle in the Conjuring universe is a lot more creepy. It's a porcelain doll. In the real world, it's a Raggedy Ann doll. So yeah, those are all relics from, their exorcisms or demonic things they've found throughout their journey.
Yeah, I just didn't remember that piece like being part of that table. So I was like, is that from the
that's
table
what
or
she was dumping stuff into and lit it on fire.
Huh. Okay, so also so this guy argued his sentence down. Like he got convicted, but he had a reduced sentence.
Yeah.
Like how did they really prove that he was demonically possessed? Because just sitting in your room and mumbling things doesn't really convince me.
Yeah. So in the real trial, there was actually more people there that saw him kill this guy. And they changed it to manslaughter, and he's able to not win on the demonic thing. If I remember the story right, the judge said, that's stupid, that doesn't exist. And he ended up winning on self-defense because the guy was messing around with another person that was there and became kind of antagonistic. I can't check my source on that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And he probably only served 5 years because he didn't cause any problems while he was in prison. And I've seen it before. There is someone who lives in my city that ran over their significant other with a car, and they only served 3 years in prison. So
did they say they were possessed by the devil when they did it?
No, just I hated my ex so much that I was run them over.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's not unheard of. And so, yeah, there's a little more to it. I mean, the movie presented it that his argument for demonic possession was not only accepted, but helped him get out of spending the rest of his life in prison.
Yeah, well, it sounds like he just got away with the self-defense argument, not so much
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, movie is fun.
Because I was sitting there thinking, okay, so the Warrens went back to court and said, yeah, this woman put a curse on us and we ran around a basement and she tried to kill us, and there's your proof. This guy was definitely involved in that.
I will say that when that lady died was pretty violent and awesome.
Oh, yeah, because the curse just collapsed her into herself. Yeah.
And twisted her neck 180 degrees.
Yeah.
That was cool. This one definitely has more blood than any of the other Conjurings.
This is interesting. I don't really remember any of it, really. Well, I guess, the guy got murdered, but...
And then the slit throat.
Yeah. Again, I was so confused of, if she can just zoom across the room and stab that guy really fast, why doesn't he just kill the Warrens, too?
Yeah. I agree.
Why is she slowly chasing her around the basement? Seems like you could just end this right now before Ed shows up.
Yeah, I guess you're right, because her powers were never really defined. So is it just that you have to have the curse and she can, I don't know. There's a portal open, but then Lorraine didn't have a curse, but she was able to see through her eye. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, was she dead already? Because her dad said it made it seem like she was dead.
Yeah, there's maybe I'll have to watch it again and pick up maybe some of the nuances in the dialogue.
If she's a ghost, why isn't she just always at the altar? Why did he show up? Why did she show up at the front door?
Yeah, I don't.
If she is alive, where is she hanging out all the time? Is she going to the market during the day? I don't. Yeah, I was so confused about her as a specter, I guess, or whatever, and her powers. So what are we seeing next week?
In the Heights, I believe. Because I think that comes out on Friday. And I think that's the only movie. Let me double. Oh no, Peter Rabbit. If you want to see Peter Rabbit 2. The Runaway.
Yeah. Do you think I haven't seen the first one. Do you think I'll be able to keep up with it?
I don't know. I mean, I heard it's a pretty complicated film, so we'll see. Or on Wednesday, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard is out.
Is that Wednesday?
Yeah, June 16th.
5 days after, I guess so. There was something else. I think Luca is streaming, right, on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that comes out is that this week or the next week? Well, I have a handy dandy Google machine. Let me see. That's June 18th.
Ah, never mind then.
So I guess In the Heights is what we'll be seeing.
Cool.
Thanks for listening, everybody. And we'll see you at the movies.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Real Nerds Podcast. Real Nerds Podcast is a production of Nebulous Visions Multimedia. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill and Plan 9 Studios for our kick-ass theme song. Also, if you're in the Denver area and you're looking for a cool place to see movies, we see them at the Alamo Drafthouse in Littleton and now also in Sloan's Lake. Thank you to Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics for supplying us with all our comic needs, especially you, Andrew. You know who you are. And a big shout out to James's mom. I'm giving you an electronic hug that you can feel through the airwaves. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day.